Hey, what is up, YouTube? Happy New Year. This is my first video. Technically, no, my second video. My first video was the Mark Riddick announcement. This is my can't talk, first death metal collection update of 2022. So before I get started showing off the new stuff, just a friendly reminder, the announcement for the Mark Riddick giveaway will be tomorrow. So if you haven't entered in on that, go back into my previous videos, watch the video, find out what you're going to win, find out how to enter, all that fun stuff. I'm going to do like a short YouTube streams clip picking the winner. I'm going to tell Mark who the winner is, and then he will send you off your prize. So that was a very well received giveaway. I was very excited to announce that, as you guys saw in the video. And I'm hoping to have more giveaways coming up soon. As soon as I reach 2,000 subscribers on here, I will definitely do another giveaway. And if you follow me on Instagram, I do giveaways over there all the time. So, and Facebook, I'll figure out how to get you guys incorporated. But a lot of my Facebook followers also follow me on Instagram. So, anyway, I love doing giveaways. It's one of my favorite things to do. And that's not going to stop this year. So, if anything, what's coming forward with this channel for this year? I've got a lot of things brewing in my old noggin here about what I want to do with this channel. That's not just collection updates. A lot of people, I did kind of like a question, like, what do you want to see on the channel? On my Instagram, I think it was New Year's Day or New Year's Eve or something like that. A lot of people said they wanted me to do some sort of a podcast where I talk with labels and bands and other YouTube streamers, similar to like what Ken does and what Jake's Metal Chat and Thralls of Metal and Marty and all of them have been doing. I don't want to mimic exactly what they're doing. I actually want to keep it a little bit more original. So, thinking about what to do with that, how to do it. I might actually just do a legit podcast where I have the video and then I also put it on Spotify and Apple and stuff like that, similar to like what the big podcasters do. That's brewing. I reached out to a couple of people. I'm getting some ideas. So first one might be coming soon. I've always wanted to do that. I'm excited to do that, so I'm hoping to get that going. A lot of people also suggest I do more reviews, so I guess I'll do a couple more reviews this year. I have about 2 that I need to do or lined up from people that sent me their music, and I've been listening to it, and I just haven't gotten around to recording it yet. So if you're watching this and you've sent me stuff, it's coming, I swear. I was gone for 2 weeks. As you guys know, I was visiting my family for the holidays. I'm officially back in Florida. I've moved my computer around again. And my camera, the streaming equipment that I was using before, for whatever reason, is messed up. It's not detecting my camera. So I'm back on StreamYard again, which I'm not too happy about because it doesn't take the full quality of my video to where it needs to be, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, I am blabbing. So, yeah, thank you guys for the support on the Mark Riddick giveaway. A lot of positive feedback. A lot of people messaged me privately and were like, this is awesome. And we want to see more stuff like this. So I'm going to reach out to other artists and do something similar to that. So a lot of new things coming this year. A lot of new type of content is coming. It won't just be collection updates. I know the collection updates are the ones that get the most views. And you guys love them, but my wallet also is crying. So I need to kind of slow down on the buying a little bit. But while I was gone, I got about 15 new packages. Some of it was distro stuff. I haven't posted it yet for sale, but there is some stuff that is for sale on my distro right now. If you're interested, there's a very, very good tape that I got from a band called Chest Crush. They are like a blackened death metal band. They had a release. And it's completely sold out. And a lot of people in the US were saying that it was hard for them to get because they're across the pond from us. So I have copies in stock. So if you're looking for that, go to my distro. The link will be in the description and buy them. I think I still have like 6 tapes left. It's a very good album. I will talk about that in a separate video. I'm planning on going more in depth with that. So anyway, let's get started. I have a bunch of new stuff, a lot of stuff I've ordered a while ago. So it's been some pre-orders that are finally coming in, and then some stuff that I ordered right before I left because they became available. And then one thing that was given to me by an awesome person, and I'll talk about that. So mostly tapes this time around. You're going to see a lot of new tapes. I've ordered a ton of tapes. The vinyl is in complete disarray. And pretty much 2022 is probably going to be dedicated to backfilling my catalogs of albums that I don't have on vinyl. and just maybe slowing down on the pre-orders because I don't know, like holding my money up for months in pre-orders is just kind of annoying. But if the tapes and CDs are available, I'll probably buy them. So you're probably going to see a media shift until these vinyl delays are just better. But anyway, my year-end list got a lot of heat, which I knew it would. There was actually some stuff that I forgot to put on there. And then there's some stuff that I've listened to since that I wish I had put on there. So that's the problem with year-end lists. I might never do that again. Just going to call it out. I did this year because it was my first year on YouTube, but I'm probably never going to do a year-end list again. I'll probably just talk about some of my favorite albums and whatever else. But a lot of people were upset that I didn't call out their favorite release, which, again, I don't quite understand that mentality or why people get upset about that. But I will admit there was some stuff that I did not put on there that I probably should have that I completely forgot. So unfortunately, I don't always have the best memory when it comes to those kinds of things. Also, I just listened to so much stuff last year. It was insane to keep up with. So anyway, let's get started. So my first package that I got is from Dissonant Tapes. If you're not familiar with Dissonant Tapes, check them out. They have an awesome collection of tapes. They do really cool repressings of albums. They recently did Afterbirth and then Defeated Sanity. I've showed those on here. And they just did these. And ironically and kind of crazy, people probably are going to not believe this. I did not have this album or this EP in my collection at all on any format. And I finally got around to doing it. I was going to get it on vinyl, but the vinyl was expensive. And this popped up and I was like, you know what? I'm getting the tapes. I don't care. They look awesome. I want them. So I don't think this needs any introduction. Demilich, Nespith. They're only full length that they've put out. And I just realized I don't have my notes up. I actually wrote notes for this collection update. All right. So anyway, band out of Finland. This is their release from 1993. Dissonant Tapes did an awesome pressing of this. Like, it looks amazing. So if you guys are watching this, yeah, good job on this. It looks incredible. So the tape is like this clear tape with this awesome sticker of the album artwork on there. And it sounds incredible. As you can see, I've been listening to it. I've listened to it several times since I've got it. This is an amazing technical death metal album. If you're not familiar with it, go listen to it. This is pretty much like an iconic death metal album that you should have in your collection in general. And again, it was kind of crazy that I hadn't yet. I don't know what the deal was with that. But the J card is that nice thick cardstock that I always talk about that I like. So there you go. And it looks like this band has pretty much like broken up, come back together. It looks like they might be active again because there was a new EP that was released in recent years. When was it? I don't remember. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. So released pretty recently. So anyway, so I got the first album. Again, this is just classic, iconic, technical death metal. It's so good. I don't know why I didn't have it. And then, of course, they also pressed the EP that I was just talking about, Vanishing Sessions. So if you're not familiar with this, this is a 3-song EP. It was recorded in 2006, and then they finally did like a mastering of it and stuff like that in 2013, and then now it is finally out there. So the album artwork is actually done by Gruesome Graphics, who is an incredible artist. So if you're not familiar with Gruesome Graphics, definitely go check out their work. It's got that nice spacey theme that I really enjoy. So this is a really good EP. Obviously, the band is just legendary. So, and again, really, really nice tapes. I love the sticker, the old school sticker format that Dissonant Tapes does with their pressings. And again, it sounds amazing. So, of course, I will link Dissonant Tapes website. They also sell stuff on Discogs, I think. But they have an own standalone website. I think these are actually sold out. So I think for the most part, I know for a fact I got like one of the last ones of these because they posted a thing on Instagram that they only had a few copies left. And so I snagged it as fast as I could because I knew that I needed it. So, again, people ask me all the time, how do you know when these things are releasing? And it's like social media, Facebook, Instagram. That's the only way I know how. I mean, yeah, I get a lot of notifications on Bandcamp because if I follow and stuff like that, but I don't always read them. So, and I'm on Instagram a lot more. So that is, again, how I keep track and follow things. All right. So the next package that I got is something that I teetered going back and forth on getting in terms of the format. Hell's Headbangers released the vinyl, and I really wanted it on vinyl, but also the tapes were still available through Gurgling Gore. And I just went the tape route for this, but I might actually get the vinyl someday. I don't know if Hell's Headbanger still has them. I might do it, but for now, I'm happy with the tape. So this is the newest split that Gurgling Gore and then Hell's Headbangers released with Fluids and Pharmacist. It's called Feeling Young. This is the Gurgling Gore tape. As far as I know, these are still available. They didn't sell out like a lot of Gurgling Gore releases tend to do. It comes on a really nice printed Pro black tape with the gold letterings. That's the Fluid side, and here's Pharmacist. You guys know Fluids and Pharmacist. I don't think I need to go too in depth about both of these bands. As far as the split goes, the Fluid side is heavy as hell. Holy shit! Did you guys get heavier somehow from Not Dark Yet? I don't. For whatever reason, it just seemed like it was heavier than what I'm used to with Fluids. I don't know what it was. Definitely the samplings are still in there. Very good. And Pharmacist was just being Pharmacist, doing what Pharmacist does best. So here's the nice, disgusting J card. Ryan from Gurgling Gore is a phenomenal artist in terms of his layouts and his graphic design. So I always love the way Gurgling Gore does their tapes. I think they're incredible. So there you go. Like I said, I think these are probably still available, and I know that the Hell's Headbangers vinyls are still available. So again, a phenomenal split that I finally got. I don't know why it took me so long to get it. Just towards the end of the year there, I was really trying to save some money for Christmas and stuff like that, so I wasn't buying releases as fast as I normally would. But that's probably gonna change now because it's beginning of the year and I want all the new things. So all right. So the next box, these were actually from Corpse Gristle, which I've talked about 100 times on here, and I have recently just did a giveaway with them. And Paul is an awesome guy, and I ordered this tape, and then he sent me a bunch of free stuff with it, including an Immolation tape box set that I've shown off on here, which I did a giveaway for on my Instagram, and that has been shipped off to the winner. So yeah, again, thank you so much. That I was just blown away by that. So anyway, this is the new Skinless repressing of their first full length, Progression Towards Evil. Skinless, New York brutal death metal band, legendary. I don't think I need to go too much into them, but Corpse Gristle did a repressing of this, so naturally I grabbed it, and it's on this red Pro printed tape. Phenomenal. Their first full length back in 98, so that 90s death metal goodness. So you can see there's a trend in this, a little bit of a trend in this collection update. I've got some stuff, old stuff that I'm finally getting in my collection. So that was the first tape, and then the one that he sent me, which I was really happy about because this had sold out, is the repressing of the very first Devourment demo that was put out in 97. So this is called Impaled, and he had two different copies of this. There was this version, like the black copy on the red Pro printed tapes, and he also sent me some white ones, and those are now gone. I've given those off to other people. They're limited and hand numbered to 138. I got 75, and then there you go. So as you know, Festering Vomitous Mass is like the big song off of Molesting the Decapitated. Devourment, brutal death metal, Legends, Texas death metal, band out of Texas. So I finally have that in my collection. So I think I'm missing like one album from Devourment, and then I'll have everything that they've ever released. So that is the next hunt that I'm going to be doing. Like I said, 2022 is probably going to be the year that I just backfill my discographies. And who knows about the new music? There's a couple of new releases that have been announced already for this year, but I haven't really been keeping up yet. But now that I'm back from visiting family, I got to start making my lists of what to keep track of. And so finally, the final tape is actually a brand new release that I've been waiting on. It was a pre-order for a while, or actually it wasn't a pre-order for a while. It was announced, but the pre-orders didn't go up until the tapes were actually like en route. Which was smart. And I props to Life After Death, Eric, for doing that, because the pre-order stuff has been getting frustrating, I will admit. And I know it's not the label's fault at all. Like, it's not even worth messaging them and complaining about. So if you're watching this and you've done that, you suck. End of story. But delays are just a pain in the ass, and they put a pre-order date up and they take the pre-orders. And then the days go by and weeks go by, and it hasn't actually been released yet because they haven't gotten them from the pressing plants. And like, that's not on them. So anyway, Life After Death did a really good thing where they tease this and they tease this and tease this, and it's like, it's coming, but we're not going to actually release the to buy the tape until we know for sure when it's going to be here. And I appreciate that. Again, I thought that was a smart idea. I don't know if every label was going to continue to do that, but I thought that was a good idea. So anyway, this is the new Eallic album. I think I talked about this a while back, and I knew that was coming. Sean reached out to me about this a while ago on Instagram, shot me a message of their Spotify, and I really, 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 really like this album. So this came out like 2 weeks ago. It was right after or before Christmas. I don't remember. And this definitely would have been in your list of, I'm just going to count it for 2022 release. So this is called Rake of the Astral Leviathan. And this is a pretty different release on Life After Death. Band is out of Utah. It's two brothers that basically do all the music. Seem like really cool guys. So again, thank you. So yeah, this is really, really good. In terms of Life After Death releases, is definitely different from what they normally put out. It's a lot of death metal. There's a lot of other things involved in this album. It's not just straight up just death metal. It's got a lot of elements to it. My cat is howling in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I don't know. Every time I go to record a video, there's always something. But anyway, it comes on like this like baby blue tape. I don't know if my camera's going to catch that, with some cool printed graphics on there. And these are available. You should definitely check this band out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's different. It's not, like I said, it's not like the typical meat and potatoes death metal. There's a lot of elements into it, and it is very, very good. I've actually really enjoyed this. So really cool artwork. I forgot who did the artwork. Layout was Ian. Ian does a lot of Life After Death's layouts, but who did the artwork? Let me see. Somebody I'm not familiar with. His name is John Jansen. Okay, well, anyway, this is really cool artwork. I really like it. So really cool layout. I think you can tell pretty much the general theme, but just check it out. It's a very different release. It has a fluorescent green case as well. So really cool release, and I've really enjoyed this, and it is very good. And I'm really glad that I found out about this band, and you guys messaged me on Instagram to check you guys out. I love when that happens. And Life After Death is an incredible label that I've talked about on here a million times. So check this album out. And I think there might be CDs available. I might be wrong about that. Don't take my word for it. But there's definitely tapes, and I don't know about vinyl. I don't know if that's even coming or if there's even talks about it. Again, you're probably going to see a ton of tapes and CDs on this channel going forward. All right, so let's get to the vinyl. I chose not to show off all my vinyl because otherwise this video would be like over an hour. I have a bunch of new vinyl and ton of stuff that I've been waiting on. So one of them is a Discogs pickup, and I am again trying to get these albums on vinyl. So this is not technically death metal, so please don't chastise me in the fucking comments. I know, but I'm still going to show it anyway because it's still metal and it's still a kick-ass album. This is Nails, Abandon All Life. This is their second full length, whatever. You guys know Nails. I got this off Discogs for an incredible price of like $15, and it is basically brand new. So I couldn't pass that up, and I didn't have it yet. Nails is like just iconic band to me. I absolutely love their music. I know that recently there were some departures of members. I don't remember who, but they're still going to work on new music, so that makes me happy. This album is so good, and I think that's. I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, there's a sheet. It's just plain black wax, so I'm not even gonna bother showing you that. This was out on Southern Lord, which puts out really nice record pressings. I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice quality. So there's the inner sheet. And then on the other side is the lyrics. So amazing album, amazing band, and I just need to get their last one, and I think I have everything that I can. But in terms of my favorite, obviously, The Unsilent Death is my favorite album by them, but this is also a great album. I remember when this came out. I remember being blown away by it and absolutely loving it. So this band is just top notch for me. I know it's not death metal. Chill out, it'll be okay. The next is I bought this from a friend who was in a bit of a jam. Long story short, he has been a very, very close and good supporter of mine on Instagram. He buys a lot from my distro. So I figured I'd help him out. He had this up for sale. And I actually don't own this at all because it's impossible to find. And I think they just did repressings of these. And I think this is a repressing of it. And I chose not to do it at the time because I probably was broke. But I bought it off him. This is Sanguisugabogg with Pornographic Seizures. And if I decide to do some editing, there's going to be a trigger warning because fuck, man, the people hate on this band still to this day. It's insane. This is the EP that was put out on Maggot Stomp. That just put them on the map. And I still love this band, and I don't care that people think that they're trendy and a flavor of the month or whatever fucking hate that I've seen all over social media. This EP is phenomenal, and I am happy that I finally have it. So, Maggot Stomp fangirl here. If that bothers you, then you're welcome to never watch my videos again because you're going to see a lot of Maggot Stomp on here all the time. And it's pressed on this like murky green vinyl, which I think looks real nice. So thank you, Jordan, for selling this to me. I absolutely am so stoked that I have it. I know that he has other copies in other formats, I believe. So I didn't feel too bad taking this out of his hands. But obviously I paid for it. I didn't take it. So really excited to have this. This is kind of a little tiny bit of a holy grail for me. Because I really love this. I think it's really good. I actually prefer this over their full length that they put out last year, but I still enjoyed their full length. But this is very, very, very good. And of course, my cat's just meowing. Of course, the hell. Maybe he's hungry. He shouldn't be because I know he has food. But all right. So the next one is again another third party buy. Another album that I've been dying to get on vinyl. I got it on CD and tape and it wasn't good enough. I just wanted the vinyl. And when it was released last year, or no, 2 years ago, not last year, it was released in 2020. I absolutely love this album. It was one of my year-end favorite releases. And I missed out on the vinyl pre-orders or just the vinyl sales in general. One, it was because of cost. It was cost expensive. It wasn't available on indie merch, which is where US. It was hard to get. It sold out by the time I actually heard it and fell in love with it. So this is Jupiterian with Proto-Sapien. And if you're not familiar, there are members of Fossilization in this band or vice versa. Very good Death Doom album. Incredible. Again, like I said, this was one of my favorite albums to come out back in 2020. Transcending Obscurity has like that glossiness, craziness on the jacket. Really nice gatefold with a nice picture of the band. And in terms of like embossing and stuff like that they've done with previous releases, this one is probably the bare minimal for Transcending Obscurity. So how did I get this? Well, it's been on like my want list on Discogs ever since it came out, or ever since I learned about it. And they don't come available. They were pressed super limited. I think there was only like 75 of each copy. And so I was just dead set on never getting this on vinyl. Didn't think it was ever going to happen. People weren't selling them. And if they were, it was for like $200, which is insane. There is a guy on Instagram who has an Instagram account where it shows off his vinyl collection. And he also has an Instagram account where he sells his vinyl collection. And I follow him on Instagram. His name is Mike King. I'm sure you guys probably know who he is. He does a lot of sales of like super limited vinyl and they're expensive, blah, blah, blah. He posted this for $20 and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And as soon as I saw it, I shot a message like, that is mine. Do not sell it to anybody else. So thank you, Mike, again, for getting this to me. This is variant 2 or whatever it was. I think it might've been variant 2. It's like a green and white and black splatter. So I'm super stoked that I finally have this on vinyl. Very, very good album. And again, members of Fossilization, they also just released a vinyl pressing of their EP that came out last year, which was incredible, and it was on my one of my favorite EPs to be released. Everlasting Spew has vinyl, and then Transylvanian Recordings also has it for the US. The color version is completely sold out, but I believe there are still some blacks available. So definitely, if you've been waiting for the vinyl, it is finally available. But otherwise, tapes and CDs are still floating out there. So, and then finally, this is just an album that I should not have slept on. And I slept on it for a lot of the reasons that other people slept on it, in that it seemed like it might have been a sketch band. I don't know why. We definitely judge by the cover, and you should not do that. But I think it was Blaine from Banger TV. He talked about how this was like an honorable mention, that he would have had this on his year-end list if he had not thought that maybe it was a sketch band. And he finally checked it out. I was like, they're not. And they're incredible. Incredible band. I don't know anything about them other than that they are from Virginia, so they're a US band. This is their second full length, so I need to listen to their first full length. Was out on Profound Lore, and this is just, it blew up. I don't know, I feel like I've seen it all over the place now ever since. Oops, sorry about that. I finally listened to it, and that is Antichrist Siege Machine, war metal, blackened war death metal, and it is so good. I got this a couple days ago when I got home from Illinois. It was in my P.O. box. This was literally the first box that I opened. I bought this from Meteor Gem because it's completely sold out on Profound Lore, but they had a copy, and I snagged it as soon as I finally listened to this and realized how incredible it was. And so I'm glad I finally got it. And this was the first box I opened because I knew I wanted to listen to it. I knew I wanted to spin it. And I played this. Let's see, I got home on Monday, and it is now Thursday. I think I played this maybe a total of 10 times already on my record player. Just incredible album. So good. There's the back. My cat's just howling when I'm talking about the best album of this collection update. It is just plain black vinyl, so I'm not even going to bother showing you that. But it does come with this really nice and cool poster of these guys with the machine guns or whatever those are. In front of I'm assuming some sort of a cemetery. Yeah. And there you go. I think they're a duo. You think? And there's the lyrics. So again, I really love this album, and I'm glad that I finally listened to it. And the hype is good. If you're a war metal fan, bestial war metal, blackened death metal fan, you're gonna absolutely love this. And I've been posting it on Instagram, and the feedback has been generally the same. So Profound Lore had an awesome year last year. A lot of my favorite releases came out on Profound Lore, and this is definitely one of them. And that live, I was seeing on Instagram live and stuff like that, they have an actual replica of this that they have at the show, which for whatever reason I thought was just the coolest thing ever. I don't know. Weapons are cool. So I love, first of all, I love black and death metal, and you'll see probably in the next collection update why that is. And I also love like that war metal theme. I have a lot of war metal stuff in my collection. I haven't showed off a lot of it because I've had it before I started my YouTube channel, but maybe I'll do like a whole bestial war metal video and talk about some of those bands, including a really controversial band that people just get their panties in the bunch whenever it comes up. But yeah, so amazing stuff. Check this out if you're into that kind of music. Just a really great album. So that is my first collection update of 2022. I have a bunch of new stuff I still have to show off, so I'm probably going to do 2 of these a week if I'm able to record. And thank you guys for support. And again, tomorrow is the Mark Riddick giveaway announcement. And I'm probably also going to throw in some goodies too on my end. I found some stuff that's been laying around that I don't need anymore. That's just I got for free or whatever else. So I'll probably send the winner some good stuff there. Also, I have the Devourment demo on CD. So if anybody is interested and wants this, let me know, and I'll send this to you for free because I actually have several copies of this. So I don't plan on making any money off of it. So there you go. If you let me know, this will be whoever wants it. Just let me know, and I'll send it to you for free. All right, that's it, guys. Have a great week.